Hello, my friends. Rolling on the floor to move tension, to release tension, to increase flow, and to relieve pain. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. I have a mat on the floor. It's a wood floor with a little bit of carpet. I am going to just lay down on my back, letting my body weight settle into the floor, feeling the weight of my bones, gravitational pull of the earth just drawing me down. And then really slowly, gonna start rolling from side to side, pouring my body into the ground, pouring tension into the ground, allowing the compression of the tissue as I roll across my back to squish and relieve tension, right? If I'm particularly tense, my head might be popping off the floor, right? Or if I have a lot of neck and shoulder tension, I might need a pillow here. So make it work for you. If the floor is too painful, you want to do this on a bed or somewhere where it's not too hard that you're going to start gripping and tensing up. Ideally, you're moving towards harder surfaces because they're going to give you more compression. So, the more you can soften and melt into the floor, the more relief you will receive from the floor. Your tissue is hydrating, compression, the interstitium, the fluid system of the body, one of the many fluid systems, the interstitium, the blood, the cerebrospinal fluid, the lymphatic fluid, all of that just gets a chance to renegotiate the inner spaces of the body. So for me, this has been a tremendously recuperative practice. Bodies love slowness. Allowing yourself to melt into the floor and see if you can go even slower. You may even pause. You may not make a full roll from one side to the other. You may find, oh, I just need to stay here for a while. So giving yourself permission to stay as long as you like in any place. I was traveling basically for kind of 2 days, so planes and buses and automobiles, including a red-eye flight. So my body really needs this chance to release, open, and massage. If I take a little time in one place and kind of rock, I can create shear. So it doesn't just have to be compression that's happening in here. But for right now, I don't think I really need the shear so much as just the dropping down, slowing down, melting into the floor. So for my neck, shoulders, lower back, and hips, it's not that I'm rolling across my neck. I am not rolling across my neck. But when my head is supported and my shoulders are supported, the tension in my neck gets to release. So you can also relax your jaw. If you want to make this really potent, you could add a theta breath. A soft hiss. Slowing down your exhales. Letting the air out of the overinflated ego, melting into the floor. Soften, melt, release. And you could spend, 30 seconds, which isn't much, but 3 minutes, half an hour, just doing this movement of side to side rolling. But because we're going to smash this in a short period of time, I'm going to inch my way up. We're going to advance to the next level, and that is just letting your knees open all the way and then drop onto one side. So taking tension out of the inner thighs. A lot of people kind of move with the inner thighs together like this. Try not to do that. Try to let one leg move as open as it can, and then the other leg comes to close. Opening, 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 and then closing. Getting this nice little spiral in your spine. Side to side, really gentle. So if you are watching this to learn, you probably want to just get down on the floor and do it. Watch this to do it. Be in it with me. Join me now on the floor. If you don't have space where you live to do this, you might want to think about moving some things or getting rid of some items. I'm going to, because my body really wants it, I'm going to take it all the way onto my side from that roll and bring it to my belly. So I'm going to roll across, not spiraling anymore. Maybe there's some spiral in there, but I'm going to take it so that as I'm here on my side body, I'm getting a nice big compression in my IT band, in my thigh, and then as I come onto my belly, I can roll a little bit there, get some tummy time, maybe do a little arching. Most people need more of this movement, this arching up. And I can let my legs just fall from side to side. Massaging the front of my quads, letting go, front of my pelvis, melting. I could circle my legs also. I could do this with a circle. Inviting any inflammation in around my knees, my quads, the front of my pelvis to move, right? Since we spend so much time sitting, this is a recuperation from sitting position, right? The front of my hip flexors are open. I'm wagging my tail from side to side, massaging out my quads. My feet are relaxed. Giving my body this internal massage through movement and compression and some shear. I'm going to take it back here onto my side and then onto my back. So this is going to be the thing I'm going to do for a minute. Just rolling slowly all the way onto my belly, surrendering into the floor, and then rolling back. Can you roll? Can you love roll your body with your legs and your body using any strategy to roll? Anything that feels good in your body. Mobilizing through your body. Really slow, pouring from side to side. So this is more of an undoing than a doing. Bring in that beta breath or some sounds. What the theta breath is going to do is extend your exhales. Very gentle. It's not like a hard hiss. It's very relaxed in your mouth. When we extend the exhale in a relaxed way like that, we are giving our nervous system the information that it is safe to downregulate, right? We're like, oh yeah, it's okay. I can let go. I can soften and melt. If you sit a lot, if you live in the 21st century, there's a pretty good chance that you are sitting too much. Hello, Gaylord. Hi. Got some special guests on the program today. This one is Lord Gaylord, an expert at rolling and stretching. Hi. So we're going to add one more thing to this. At this moment, we're going to come onto our backs, and you're just going to have a little rock pushing up and down. So we've been doing all of this rolling laterally from side to side, right? And now we're adding in this up down to it, head to tail. Let your spine release. This doesn't have to be, this can be very gentle. Oh, yeah, here comes the assistant adding some weight. Is this a good idea? You can also do it with your heels on the floor. It helps if they're on the mat, actually, or bare heels on the floor. You want to let it move up and down. I've got a rider. He's like, that's no good. I don't like all that movement. Okay, you want to let your pelvis release, your rib cage release, your head and neck bubble up and down. So we can do this. This is a Bartenia heel rock. If I exaggerate it a little bit more, get more movement in my head, jaw, like the head bouncing up and down. And I send like a real wave through my ribs, lungs, and pelvis. And I'm hydrating the tissue in there. I'm letting my gut body slosh and surge inside. Front of the hip flexors relax. And then of course I can do this here. Really gentle and relaxed. A little bit of shear, a little bit of undulation rippling through my spine. Great massage for my sacrum, right? Sacroiliac is in pain. We want just really gentle, soft, easy compression and movement in the area. Then we can also do this heel rock as a toe push on our belly. You take your head on your hands and just push up and down, giving your body the information that it is safe and you can relax. Let go. Breathe, soften, melt, allowing the movement and the gentleness to soften any blockages that you have in your body. Or not any, I mean, some of them are going to be there, but just soften any kind of gripping or tension that you have. And that's it. That is it. That's it for rolling. The most gentle rolling. To relieve tension, to let go. Yeah, my face has already gotten kind of like that sleepy, like, oh, I'm relaxed. So do it every day, a little bit.